This place is gonna go crazy. Tonight, the exciting three-point contest. What a fun time this is gonna be. It's fast-paced and action-packed, folks.
Well, right next to me, I've got somebody who knows a thing or two about winning this event. So tell us what it takes to do just that, Steve.
Well, I did win the event once, Clark, in '97, and it really is a matter of finding a rhythm. The game comes so fast, the shots are coming one after the other. You've got to get into a groove, get into a rhythm, and then just let it ride.
And so we'll see Paul George. Nice thing about this format is that everyone starts each round with a clean slate.
Yeah, and even if you're the last place qualifier from the previous round, you still have a chance to win it all.
Yeah, it really is just about getting hot at the right time. You just want to advance out of that first round and then get hot from there.
There's no time to waste in this competition. The clock is ticking, and it's ticking fast.
But as a shooter, you don't want to keep peeking at the clock in between shots. You almost have to keep time in your head, but really most of these players have practiced at home before this competition, so they have a decent idea of what's ahead.
Drains the money ball. That's 4 misses in a row. He's made all but one of his money balls. Good for 13. He completes the round with 13 points. Well, a very respectable performance from him there, guys.
I thought he had his stroke working pretty well for him. I mean, what do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, solid shooting. You looked very confident. It never became one of those lights-out rounds that it could have been. But all in all, I think he's got to be pretty happy.
And so it'll be Stephen Curry.
Look at the numbers through the first part of his career. There's a legitimate case that Steph Curry will go down as maybe the best shooter in the history of the NBA.
It's all about establishing the rhythm early on and then keeping it going throughout the round. Am I right, Steve?
Oh, yeah, for sure. If you get off to a slow start in this competition, Clark, you're in big trouble because the clock starts to tick. You start to panic a little bit. You start to rush. You really need to find that groove early, and then you can gain your confidence and let it roll.
He's up to 7. Now 8 points.
Rock solid shooting down the stretch.
11 points. He completes the round with 13 points. I'd say a solid showing from him.
Well, the key was, Kevin, he took 6 out of a possible 10 points from the money balls. And those are huge points. You've got to take advantage of them, and he did.
One way to ensure success in this event, as we've learned, Steve, is by hitting those money balls. Those give you a nice jolt of momentum.
Yeah, that's really the key. I mean, if you can knock down all 5 money balls, you really don't even have to shoot a high percentage, and you can still come out on top.
4 points. He could have taken more from that rack, only got 2 points.
Not too high.
5 points now. He's up to 7. Now 8 points. 9 points. Up to 10 now. 5 big points on that rack alone.
That equals the best score of this round, Kevin.
He averages 3 points a rack and finishes with 15. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
Well, we all know how important the money balls are in this event, and he hit 4 out of 5 of them. That's very good work.
So we'll see Mr. Clutch.
So often we see just a few misses in a row totally derail the play. It has that snowball effect if you let it.
Yeah, that's all the more reason that your only thought as a shooter can be on your next shot, not the previous one, but that's much easier said than done.
He needs 8 points more. 7 points. He's hit both money balls. 4 more points to stay alive. 10 points on the board. 11 on the board. He's got 12. 1 more to stay alive.
And that'll get him into a second-place tie.
And he's alone in second place with that one.
And that is the best score of the qualifying round.
He's at 19. So he's got 19 points. He was really enjoying himself out there that time, guys.
By the time he got to that fourth rack, he was feeling it. He sprayed home the entire rack. That jumper was wet.
So it'll be Kyle Lowry here.
Kyle Lowry showing more and more confidence in his three-point shot. He didn't have a three-point range coming out of Villanova, but he sure has it now.
You know, he's got to get at least 13 here. That seems doable to me.
Well, I know that he's thinking he's capable of matching that number for sure. But if he gets hot, and if he gets into his groove, there's no reason why he can't beat that number.
5 points more to stay in it.
9 points. Moneyball, no good.
4 more points to stay alive.
He's getting cold. 5 consecutive misses. Down to the final rack.
As it stands now, he's in a tie for third.
He averages 3 points a rack and finishes with 15. That was a nice piece of shooting we saw from him out there.
Yeah, an ideal start for him, nailing every ball off that first rack, and that really took a lot of pressure off of him for the rest of the round.
So it's Kyrie Irving ready to go. Wrapping up the qualifying round. He knows there's nobody coming after him. He knows the score to beat. He needs at least 15 here to stay alive. And he knows he can get this well within his abilities. That's 5 straight. He's getting on a roll. He needs 8 points more to move on. Can't get the money ball. He's got 8. He needs 6 more points. He's got 10.
Looking very good now, locked in.
2 racks to go.
4 more and he moves on.
That gives him 12. That's 13. Make that 14.
Yeah.
That's 5 straight. He's getting on a roll. Now up to 18. He tallies 18 points. His stroke looked terrific in that round, guys.
Yeah, it was a great finish to the round for him. He just got better and better as it went along.
Mr. Clutch has got the top score in the qualifying round.
Quite honestly, I think the final round is wide open. I mean, we've got a bunch of great shooters moving on.
Yeah, we sure do. And I can't pick a favorite here, Clark. I think everybody's in the mix right now.
He's got 24 seconds here to put up as many points as he can. That's 2. Money ball, no good. Three down. Now with 4. Can't get the money ball. So it'll be Kyle Lowry here. 24 seconds back on the clock. Can he do better? The bar is set pretty low here. He won't need much. 1 point. That's 2. Money ball, no good. He misses his 4th straight. Now 3 points. Gets the money ball. So it'll be Kyle Lowry here. And Kyle Lowry is still building up his career percentage on threes, Clark.
Yeah, but since the 2010-11 season, it's been a shot that he's gained more and more confidence with. You know, in the three-point contest, these guys are really on an island out there. I mean, you're used to sharing the court with 9 other guys. 4 of them are your teammates, and now it's just you out there. It has a little bit of a golf, tennis, or track and field feel.
Yeah, that's right. An individual sport atmosphere. And some guys love that, some don't. But, you know, if you don't love it, you probably shouldn't be here. I think everybody in the lineup tonight really will enjoy it. And then, of course, it's just a matter of who can get hot.
That's 7. 8 points. 1 last rack remains. Now 9 points. He's got 10. He gets to the 10-point mark for the round. There was just something off about him in that round.
Well, we kept waiting for that point where he'd get hot and rattle off a few in a row, but it just never came.
So it'll be Kyrie Irving here.
A better than good shot here to take the lead. 10 points is the score to beat.
No good with his fourth in a row.
8 more points and he'll tie things up.
Now 3 points.
6 points more and it's tied.
Pretty good start there for him.
4 points more to tie it up.
He's up to 7. 8 points.
2 more to tie it up.
Now 9 points. He's got 10. Can't get the money ball. He gets to the 10-point mark for the round. Well, I didn't expect that score to be as low as it was. What about you guys?
Yeah, you know, in this format, once it goes wrong, sometimes the harder a player tries, the worse it gets. And you only have a few seconds to correct it, and it can get away from you quick.
Yeah, and that's what makes it so difficult, Clark, because as you said, the time constraints start to play on your mind. You know, you hear that clock ticking in your head, and you force it. And when you force it, there's no way you're going to get into a good groove.
So we'll see Mr. Clutch. He knows how many points it's going to take to be crowned the champion. Let's see if he can get it done.
This door is not only wide open, it's propped open. 11 points between him and the trophy.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get any easier for him. 11 points. You'd probably expect him to have to get to 17 or 18 at this point, but 11, man, it's right there for him.
And he's made all 3 money balls. That's 4 misses in a row. He's 4 for 4 on money ball. Not just 13. He's at 14.
Boy, a nice run here.
He comes away with a total of 15 points. I'd say he handled that round pretty well, guys.
Yeah, it was adequate, absolutely. I mean, he really stayed with it, hung in there nicely, I thought.
Yeah, that's right. There were some moments when it looked like things might slip away from him, but I thought he was really tough. He hung in there throughout and posted a decent number.
And that brings the 3-point contest to a close. Coming out on top of the kind of field we had here tonight says so much about our champion this year.
He was one chilled customer out there. He really kept his wits about him the entire way through the contest.
And that's the key, Clark. He never got too high, never got too low, just found his groove and took off from there.
And the drama, the excitement, this year's 3-point contest had it all. And it was our pleasure to bring it to you. For myself, Kevin Harlan, and my partners Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, thank you, everyone.